Remember my microphone before I went live. Namaste, witchlings. All right, how are we doing today? Hmm. I am surviving. Mostly. My son. I love my son. 25 years old, on the autism spectrum. So that alone tells you that this is going to be amusing. Um, Perfectly functional, perfectly capable of being an adult. We were having a conversation before I went live or today, you know, asking him to take care of some stuff. There were, 10 dishes sitting on the counter and a sink full and some other stuff on the stove and another counter. Okay. I asked him if he would take care of the stuff in the sink and on the counter, and I would take care of the other counter and the stove. So apparently, there were a bunch of, regular bowls in the in the sink, and one single bowl sitting on the other counter. I went with the rest of the bowl, but it was sitting over here where I had said I would take care of. My darling child, I love him to death. He did wash all of the bowls that were in the sink and took care of them, left the one individual bowl over here where I had said I would take care of. Because, the autism, mom said she would do that. Yes, I washed all of these, and yes, that goes with these, but mom said she would do that. I love my children. Because the fucked up thing is, that is exactly what I would have done myself, especially at his age or younger. I love it. My children are amazing. They are wonderful people. Oh my god. The literalness of autism, right? All right. Do 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 do. Let me do a couple of quick checks here. Fluff. There we are. Okay. Turn that on. So go. That's playing. That's playing. That was the wrong tab to click. All right. There we go. Just cleaning up some things so that, they don't annoy the hell out of me while we are doing this. Life is good. Right? Right. So, while I trim the wick on the candle, catch up on a couple of other things. Uh, Apparently, while I have been telling all of you fantabulous, wonderful people that, I'm going in for this surgery next week, I have not told any of the, important people in my everyday life and said anything about it on Facebook. So, I will be making a post about my surgery later today. And apparently my munchkin is going to attempt to kidnap an exotic bird from the park. I love my children. I so very much love my children. They are batshit crazy, all three of them. Hello, look at their mother. But I love my children. All right. Let's see. Ah, come hang out and I'm there we go. All right. Wick trimmer. So yeah, it's been a day. And then I have half an hour and I have my EKG for my pre-op. So we are going to kind of bop through this today as quickly as I can. Shit, I forgot to finish filling out that paperwork. So let's get moving here, shall we? All right. Two things today, three things today. First, we are going, we have a friend of Yoga with Di who her dad is in the hospital or was in the ER earlier this morning with chest pains. We are slightly concerned for him. She is worried, sick about him. So we are saying speedy recovery to him. Speedy, happy recovery to me for my surgery next week. And today is a very dear friend's birthday. So happy birthday, Jason. It's hard to forget his birthday because it's exactly a week after my husband. And they have been friends since they were kids, young kids. So happy birthday, Jason. All the love. All right. Now let's grab my notes right there. See how many giggle fits I get into over the fact that, I always say I'm going to make sure I edit my notes after I do the voice to text thing, but I never do. So let's see how many giggle fits I can get into because, my voice to text did not understand me correctly. Page one reversed. Okay. Wiggle that so that it's comfortable. Today's first card is the Page of Wands reversed. Just because you are passionate about it doesn't mean it's going to be effortless. It's always best to see your projects through till the end, but it looks like whoever this card represents has not had the energy to start a project. They've been thinking about it. Oh dear gods. See? All right. So, looks like whoever this card represents hasn't had the spoons to start a project they've been thinking about, much less finish it. Come on, don't let all that passion go to waste. Next, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Nurture what you have and see how it grows and grows. The witch tends to the plants in her shop window, placing moss agate points nearby to encourage strong growth, understanding that some things take time to flourish. What in your life are you tending to? Perhaps it's a new career path or another long term undertaking. Keep kindly reminding yourself that success likely won't be instantaneous. In fact, most of the quote unquote overnight success stories you hear about are not what they seem. Behind the scenes, the progression is almost painfully slow and steady, completely unbeknownst to the people on the outside who only get to see the final result of tireless work and some seriously late nights. Do what you need to do to get there. And then finally, we have the Queen of Swords reversed. Don't you dare lower your voice for anyone. Tactful honesty does not come easily to this person. Remember, just because you think it does not mean you need to say it exactly the way it pops into your head. Be firm in your stance, but do not be malicious unless it's absolutely called for. Case in point, apparently, um, Kelly Rowland had to get the right member of Destiny's Child. Kelly Rowland was at Cannes and was being rushed, um, pushed along a little emphatically, and then the security person doing this to her had the gall to not only hurry her along and rush her and be rude to her, but be unobservant enough to step on her dress and still try to shove her along because she wasn't moving fast enough. So as Kelly was walking up the stairs into the auditorium or wherever she was going, lip readers caught her saying something along the lines of, "Do not speak to me like that." So, she automatically gets labeled the angry black woman because, well, hello, she's black. Whereas in every other interaction that people have talked about with her, she is one of the sweetest, nicest, most polite, um, least diva-like celebrities that people have ever encountered. So, everybody's going, if she was mouthing off like that, there's a damn good reason. So, do not lower your voice for any stand up for yourself. Moving on. I got the cards upside down. Our oracle cards for the day. We have it still hurts. Okay. It is for the higher good. Okay. And we are trusting the universe. All right. Let me take my glasses off so I can look at these a little better. It still hurts. It's for the higher good and trust the universe. I am going to venture a guess that this is about the end of a relationship, whether it be a romantic relationship, a friendship, or something along those lines. And yeah, it hurts, but generally, when it says it's for the higher good, that means that I hate this phrase, but when one door closes, another door opens, or a window opens. Um, so basically, this is ending so something better can start, and you are being told to trust the universe that something better is coming. I can get behind that. All right. I am sorry if I am rushing a little bit here because, well, me being me, as usual, I am running a little bit late and I do have a time crunch today. Okay, boom, boom. 'Cause I still have to fill out that stinking paperwork that I completely spaced. Ah, and rune of the day. Today's rune. Putting the glasses back on so I can see what the hell I'm doing. We have yank. We have Ingwas. This one, I hate this rune on this particular stone. So you know what I'm gonna do real quick? Boo, boo, boo. Nope, I don't have my other rune set handy. It is basically because it's really the paint is really awful. It's the greater than and less than signs cross. So I'll show it to you again now that you know what you're looking at. You can kind of see it a little better. There you go. It is Ingwas. The divinity is Ing. The letter is NG, as in long. The symbol is the seed, element, water, and earth. The trees are apple, hawthorn, ironwood. Didn't know there was an ironwood tree. Plant, heart of the earth. Stones are moonstone and amber. The colors are yellow, brown, green, and black. Colors of nature and the earth. I have actually seen yellow, brown, and green amber. There's probably black out there as well. I just am not familiar with it. Ingwas represents sacred space, centered energy, and cultivated potential. Hmm. In this closed space, we must ruminate on our intuitions, our ideas, and our goals. moon represents the planning stages of any future actions or objectives, the time when we must focus all of our energy inward to cultivate powerful ideas and creations. When meditating on Ingwas, all things become possible if the seeds of thought are sown, grown, and nurtured. Ingwas is the A root of self-improvement and spiritual cultivation. It's power that forces you to look inward and review yourself from a critical and internal perspective. In this state, we can direct energies toward areas where we want to gain more knowledge in, places we lack skill in, or places we'd just like to improve. When applied correctly, Ingwas will supply us with a sacred ingredient where we can contemplate upon all questions of purpose and destiny. Ingwas can also represent the household, the sacred place where we cultivate our families and our lives. The household should be a fertile place with lots of life growing and thriving within and around it. Have children, plant gardens, and encourage wildlife into your sphere. Raise animals wherever you can. When we do this, we heal ourselves, our past, and nature itself. Ingwas is the rune of Frey, Ingvi. It is the rune of internalized and stored energy, representing the gestation periods of the earth. This is a time of when fertility, abundance, and growth are at their highest peak, i.e., spring. It actually popped up at about the right time this time. Radiating outwards after the decay of fall and the stillness. We must mimic these patterns of personal growth and refinement at certain times in our lives in rhythm with the changing seasons. Following the patterns of nature internally helps us grow and ascend into new levels of being. Ingwas is that period of planning and sowing within ourselves, a time when everything builds up and begins to thrive. Use it to help develop your ideas, plans, and purpose. Am I the only one seeing the connection between the rune and our cards today? Because our cards were just because you're passionate doesn't mean it's going to be effortless. Nurture what you have though and see how it grows. But do not lower your voice for anyone. And the rune is saying use this rune to develop your ideas, your plans, and your purpose. On your life path, you may feel isolated, but within you burns the fire of inspiration, urging you onward and upward. Feed the fire by perseverance. Seek answers, but don't get encumbered with irrelevant questions. Live one day at a time, knowing the past, a memory, the future, a dream, and the here and now is what matters. For a lot of people, that's why it's called the present. In relationships, Ingles can signify a renewed relationship. It can also be related to the ability to leave personal failures behind, the start of a new relationship, and good progress for couples. It can also represent a partner who is honest in their relationship. For a married couple, it may portend the appearance of an heir. Oh gods. In case of a conflict or other problematic situation between partners, the rune suggests that both partners will find a way to make amends and the relationship will be back to normal. Oh. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Um, why am I suspect, my dear, it may be your internet or connection because I'm listening to myself in my ear and I haven't heard it, but I will keep that in mind. Boo, 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 boo. There we go. In case of a conflict or other problematic situation between partners, the rune suggests that both partners will find a way to make amends and the relationship will get back to normal. In work, Ingwas means the beginning, the start of something new, a new project, or a new idea, even. For an ongoing project, it suggests fast dynamics and scale. In other words, shit's going to blow up fast. It also signifies things like success, good results, self confidence, strengths, and capabilities. If you have to make a choice to take a new job or start a new activity, then yes, you take that chance. Take that new job because the prospects at your new job are good or even better than your current job. So, key takeaways of Inguas. Male fertility for once, gestation, internal growth, common virtues, common sense, simple strengths, family love, caring, human warmth, and the home. A resting stage, a time of relief and of no anxiety. That will be nice. A time when all loose strings are tied up and you are free to move in a new direction. Listen to yourself. Work, productivity, bounty, groundedness, balance, and connection with the land. Today's goddess. Um, for those of my friends who got the pictures yesterday, you will understand why this is today's goddess. Um, actually, I am going to share a picture real quick. Hold on, because I have to go grab it and download it real quick. But let's see. I'm going to use this one. We're gonna grab that because you guys have to see this to understand why our goddess is who she is today. I took my life into my own hands yesterday, and I am still not entirely convinced that I'm not going to be murdered in my sleep because of it. Today's goddess is Bast. She is Egyptian, as we know. She's a goddess of pleasure. She is the goddess of furry overlords. Bast is an Egyptian cat goddess who rules over sex, magic, and pleasure. She first appeared as a lioness goddess and protector of Egyptians in battle. As domestic cats gained more status and prominence in Egyptian culture, revered for being noble and clean, and for controlling the rodent population, and hence protecting the human population from disease, Bast evolved into a cat goddess. Cats are sacred to her and the Egyptians, and were protected and even mummified in tombs. A lover of pleasure and beauty, Bast is honored with a glorious temple built in Bubastis, an ancient capital of Egypt. She is celebrated during a wild festival every year where boats sail up the Nile to her temple. The boats mostly carry women, as Bast oversees female sexuality, and they dance wildly and lift up their skirts to make festival celebrators gathered on shore laugh. Laughter, which Bast loves, chases out grief and brings on healing. Now, something I have to wonder. We're going to back up here. The boats carry women and they dance wildly and lift up their skirts. My question is A, how high are they lifting up their skirts? And B, is that part of why we have that particular slang term for a woman's bits? Call on Bast when you want to rediscover the joys of laughter and pleasure to move through your own grief. And you may be in need of some serious self care, and the goddess Bast is with you. As the ruler of sex, magic, and pleasure, she helps you see and reignite all those aspects in your life. Time to indulge. By the way, for those of you wondering, the furry overlord actually seemed to kind of enjoy that. He at least was not fighting it. I'm not entirely convinced that he's not gonna try and kill me in my sleep, but, um, we have another hat coming for him, though. The Munchkin has one for their cat, and she won't wear it, so she is going to donate it to her, uncle? I guess that's the way to describe him. Today's namaste. In the most gentle way possible, touch your toes, stretch, breathe, pose. Think not, of the stretch or the effort. Think of the beauty of the pose. When you are ready, bring yourself back to a more relaxed position. Repeat the process while giving gratitude to your body and the miraculous miracle of movement. When we focus on beauty and giving thanks, the strain and effort of any task is more evenly spread and we don't feel it as much. Acknowledge the beauty in every task and give thanks for the opportunity to accomplish it. Your reward will be a graceful life full of joy. All right. Add in today's self compassion card. We're channeling Lady Gaga. Born this way. Consider one of your heroes or role models. Can you recognize that they suffer and struggle with imperfection too? The irony of me mentioning Lady Gaga as the with this card. Um, Lady Gaga shares three things that I can think of in common with me. Number one, she deals with migraines. Number two, she is a fibro survivor. Number three, um, she is also a rape survivor, if memory serves correctly. So, yes, I can easily imagine one of my, idols and heroes. Robert Adams. Do not look for signs. Do not look for experiences. Do not be so complicated. Become like a child. See everything with awe. Nice. Um, couple of quick announcements. As I have said, I don't know how many times now, but we're gonna keep saying it. I am offline all week next week. I have surgery. I have to be at the hospital. I just found out at 6 o'clock in the fucking morning, Tuesday morning. So it's gonna suck to be me. No solid food after 10 p.m. Or no real food. I am on a liquid diet starting Friday night. Oh, wait, that's tonight. Son of a socky dog. Ew. Ah, bummer. That sucks. I forgot today was Friday. So, surgery is on Tuesday, so I am offline all week next week. I was gonna say something else, and I just lost it with the fact that so, yeah, I will be making a post to Facebook, for my local or for my actual, people who know me and love me in real life with details about what's going on. Please like, share, subscribe, and, hit the little bell for notifications for when I post new shit, and I will see you guys in a few hours. We will be doing guided meditation, yoga nidra sauna tonight. I'm not sure which because, well, I just said I completely forgot it was Friday. I'm having a day. Um, Otherwise, I hope you all have a fantabulous, wonderful, magical, blessed day, and I hope to see you back in just under 6 hours for guided meditation. Spread love, spread joy, spread kindness, and for God's sake, please tell your loved ones how much they mean to you because you truly do not ever know when the last time you're gonna see them will be. I will see you in a few hours. Love ya.